Hey, what's up? It's Seb Frey. It's time for another exciting episode of Seb Frey TV. Here I am. I'm at a vacant house. You know, I love going to vacant houses and recording these videos. They have such nice echo. So I wanted to share with you. Now I've been on this vegan thing for, like one day. I did all day yesterday, and I think I'm going to lose a lot of weight here. I don't think it's because I'm not eating meat or cheese. I think it's because I'm not eating. So I went to AJ's Market, AJ's Market on Soquel and Park Avenue there. If you have not been, AJ's Market is the best gas station / market anywhere in the world, right? So if you're passing through Capitola, Soquel, Aptos, make sure you go to AJ's. So I was there and I went and I picked up this protein bar that I had been eating previously that I ordered on Amazon, and they were delicious, and they're supposedly very low carb and like paleo friendly or whatever, right? And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat one of these, right? So I got it. I went to the checkout line and I was reading the package, and wouldn't you know it, there was some organic dried milk powder there in that bar. So I had to put it back. I mean, like, it wasn't much, animal product in there, certainly, but there was a little bit. And I want to be true, right? If I'm going to do this vegan thing for 14 days, gosh darn it, I'm going to be vegan, right? I'm still going to wear leather shoes, and maybe I might have some honey, but probably not, because I don't really use a lot of honey in my day-to-day life. But so I put the protein bar back, and I had some nuts. And nuts were very delicious. And then I later on went to Safeway and I got a bunch of like cashew milk and almond milk and whatnot, and some stuff to like make smoothies, like protein powder smoothies with almond butter. That's what I like to put in there. And then I got a bunch of, God help me, just vegetables. I got a bunch of vegetables, carrots and hummus. And here's the thing, I'm trying to be the vegan thing, but I'm also still trying to go low carb, right? But I'm cheating with the hummus because I do believe that hummus is not necessarily pure carbs, but I think there's a lot of carbs in the hummus. But whatever, right? I mean, like, hey, I'm just, I'm more committed to the vegan thing than into the low carb thing right now, and it's hard to do both at the same time. And that's the other thing about that movie, What the Health, they had those doctors going like, low carb, why would you want to be low carb? Carbs are great, you should be eating lots of carbs, carbs are wonderful. So it's just so hard to know what to believe these days, isn't it? I don't think I wouldn't believe anything if it weren't for my lucky astrology mood watch. Okay, now I stole that line from Steve Martin, but that was hilarious. Back when he said that in the 70s on that comedy album. It is hard to know what to believe these days. You just see so much conflicting stuff, like Donald Trump doesn't believe his own climate change report, right? He's too smart for that. But it is hard to know what to believe, right? There's so many, degrees of truth, right? There's keeping it 100, right? How many people actually keep it 100% truthful, right? And even if it were 100% truthful, you're still missing the other side of the story, like this whole thing about Thanksgiving, right? Not being a day of thanks, but a day of mourning for what's lost, right? There's more than one way to look at any one thing, I guess. So, but I'm doing the vegan thing. My blood pressure was super high yesterday. It was, I forget what it was. It was too high, but we'll see what the old blood pressure monitor says today and to see if the vegan thing is working or not. All right, well, I'm still doing the vegan thing, and I will let you know how it goes. I did lose, I guess, 1 pound, but I think it's just from my stomach being empty. So we'll see about that. All right, that wraps it up for this not that exciting episode of Seb Frey TV, but stay tuned, and I will yak at you again real soon.